Hi, Huskies. Today, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about another number game that you can play at home. I want to talk about counting, and I want to give your families some tips for what we do when we count at school so that you can do some counting games at your house. Now, when you're counting, you don't just have to have special counting toys, you can count anything. You can count something in your house, you can count something in a picture, you can use your little chips if you want to count something like that. Sometimes I have toys. We're going to use some of these toys today to practice some counting. But another thing I really like to do is I like to pick up a book and I like to count something in a, ooh, I see lots of stuff that I could count in this book. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to point the camera down at the table so you guys can see what I'm doing, and then we'll talk about some counting. So sit tight and I'll go move the camera to the table. Okay, here we are on my table, and I'm going to start by counting some chips. Now, when I have chips like this and I can move them, one thing that's kind of nice to do is sometimes I'll put them in a nice straight line so that it's easier for me to remember which ones I already counted. Because when I'm counting, I want to say one number for each item that I point to, right? Another thing that I can do with the chips is if I have chips like this, I can move them while I count them. So when I count them, I can say 1. Then when I move the next one, I can say 2. I want you to do that with me. Ready? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 what? 8 circles or 8 chips. Okay. Now sometimes you'll get something that you have to count and you can't move it around. Like I have a picture. What are these? Yeah, these are cats. Okay. I can't grab these cats and move them around because they're on a picture. So what I have to do is I have to make a plan for how I'm going to count these. All right. Maybe I'll start here and I'll go this way and then do these. But I have to remember I can't say a number for this cat more than once. I can only count that cat one time. Okay, so if I count and I go 1, 2, 3, if I touch that cat again, then I'm going to get it all mixed up and I'm going to end up with the wrong number at the end. Okay, so I have to have a plan for counting these cats. I think my plan is going to be count this way and then count this row. Okay, I want you to count with me. Remember, we're going to say one number every time we touch an item, every time we touch a cat. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cats. I want to see if I can find my 8. I've got my little die right here. I'll look around and see if I can find the 8 on the little die. I don't see it yet. Do you see it? Oh, I found 8. I have 8 cats. Let's try another one. Wait a minute. I think I don't even need to count these. I think I can just tell how many it is. Do you know how many that one is? That's 4. That's 4 what? 4 slices of pizza. That's right. There's 4 slices of pizza. Now I'm going to count them just to double check because I want to show you something. I'm going to count this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. I'm going to show you what happens if I keep counting. I'm supposed to have 4, right? There's 4 pieces of pizza, right? But if I keep counting like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I'm going to get a different number. I'm not going to get the number 4. That's why when I'm counting, I need to make sure I count this one time, I count this one time, I count this one time, and I count this one. I count all of them one time to see how many it is all together. Do it with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you probably knew that that was 4 without counting. You might have seen that was 2 and 2. Yeah, that's just 4. We know. We might not have to count that one. Here's another one that you probably don't have to count. What's that? How many sharks is it? That's right, it's 3 sharks. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try a trickier one. What are those? Yeah, those are cars. All right, we're going to count some cars now. Now I need to make a plan. I need to think about where I'm going to start I think I will start here and then go this way. And then I'm going to go back to the top, but I'm going to remember that I already counted this one. So I'm going to go to this one. So I'm going to start here and go here and come down on this side. Okay, now this time, I'm not going to count the first time. I want you to do it. And the second time, I'll count with you. Okay, so you by yourself. Ready, set, go. What did you get? Let's do it together now. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 what? 7 cars. Hey, I found the 7. 7 cars. 7 red cars. Okay, now I'm going to move the camera up a little bit and we're going to look at a picture in a book. And we're going to see if there's something we can count in the book. Okay, here we are. This is a book called The Three Bears. The Three Bears. Let's look at the cover of this book. Do you see anything that you can count on the cover of this book? What do you see? You could count the bears. You could count the trees. You could count the flowers. You could count the houses. You could count parts of the house. You could count windows on the house. You could count doors. So there are lots and lots of things for you to count in this book. All right? If you'd like, you can pause the video right now and you can practice counting some things on this book. So those are some ways that you can play number games at your house. If you have some fun number toys like I do, you can use those. But I think it's even more fun sometimes just to get a book or to find something else in your house that you can count. So have fun playing number games at your house this week, and I'll see you guys soon.